For Rachel Denhollander, surviving sexual assault means continuing to push for change.
Even after her abuser was sent away for the rest of his life. Larry Nassar was a serial abuser as the doctor for U.S. Gymnastics and Michigan State University. Denhollander was the first to report him to police.
Now she travels across the country to explain why a shift in mindset about abuse is crucial to stopping it. She sat down for an exclusive interview with our Amanda Crawford.
I actually experienced abuse first when I was age 7 in my church, and that really set the stage for abuse by Larry because I experienced the negative community response when those around us perceived it as being an accusation without foundation. I didn't have evidence, I hadn't said the right things. And so I experienced that negative community response, and what that really did is teach me, if you can't prove your abuse, don't speak up, because it will cost you everything.
What changed? What made you realize it was time to come forward?
There was a newspaper article, actually. There was an article that was done by a team of journalists out of Indianapolis, the Indy Star publication, and they had done a year-long in-depth investigation into how USAG had handled complaints of abuse against coaches. And then the other thing I noticed was that people were finally paying attention. And as soon as I saw that article, the first thought in my mind was I was right. They have been covering up abuse this entire time. And the second thought was now is the time.
How much does that actual experience and the trauma that you suffered still impact you every day?
I think that's something all of us really have to grapple with, is that the trauma of abuse really is forever. You know, the wounds get better, there's a lot of hope, absolutely, but you never become who you were before you were abused. And it's a fine line to walk to communicate that, because you do want survivors to know that there's hope and there's life that comes after abuse. But the community also needs to really grapple with the reality that these children's lives are changed forever. And when they do not have support when they speak up, that further changes their life forever.
What's your message to anyone who is watching this story or reading your books or listening to your speeches that hasn't reported what happened to them yet? What's your message to them?
Yeah, the very first thing I always tell survivors is you're not alone and it's not your fault. And those are the messages that a survivor really has to be able to internalize and to hold on to, especially if they're considering speaking up, because the response you're going to get from your community might vary. There are places like the Julie Valentine Center, they're going to wrap their arms around you. But not every survivor has access to that. Now, in your community you do, and I think that's phenomenal. But not every survivor has access to that. And so to be able to hold on to what's true, no matter the response you receive, is one of the most important things you're going to do as a survivor.